And welcome back to another video in the lab series. This time we're doing static and default routes. So what we have here is three networks, network 1, 2 and 3, and the problem is we can't communicate between the two end devices. Just going through proving. So 3.10, destination unreachable, but can we ping the gateways? So we can get to router 1. Let's go to the other interface. What about 2.2? Sorry, no way back. So we can get to here and here, but we can't get a response as soon as we hit router 2. And if we come in and do the show route command, and that would be IP route. Let's expand that out, and we can see we have the 1 network and the 2 network. They're directly connected, but nothing else is known. So to get over to the 3 network, we have to add a static route. So IP route, and if you do a question mark, it tells you what's going on. So our destination is 192.168.1.630, and it'll be wanting the subnet mask. Okay, so you enter your network and the mask, and then you've got the options of how you're going to designate how to forward it. So in this case, we'll use the most common way of entering, which is the IP address of the interface of the next device to take it. Now if we repeat the show IP route command, we now have a static route to the 3 network, pointing it to the 2.2 interface. Now, so we know how to get to this network. We have to go via this interface. But we still won't be able to get back because router 2 has no route coming back. So again, it only knows the 2 and 3 network. So we have to point it back to the 1 network. We can do that with another static route saying the 1 network's there. But static and default routes. So let's do the default route. Please note, no gateway of last resort. So let's go in the conft and do a default route. So it's the same command, IP route, but this time we're going quad 0, which is a static route, and we're going to say send all the unknown routes back to 2.1. Now if we look at our routing table, you see we have the static route entered pointing back to 2.1, and it has a little asterisk. So if we look at the asterisk, it says candidate for default route. You can have more than one, but only one of them will be entered as the gateway of last resort. So if we come back over here and repeat our 3.10, let's see if it works now. Did you all get a little nervous when it timed out on the first occasion? So that's because it needs to do ARP resolutions. It didn't have a entry in the ARP table. Alright, so you can see it's got the gateway, but that's it. So it needed to know how to send it up and get to the destination. Now, if we do a show interface F01, you'll see that it receives some packets now as information went in and out of it. And that's as difficult as static and default routes have. So if we come back into here, here's our command. Okay, so if we display the running config and scroll back up, here it is. So the command IP route, the network you want to connect to, its subnet mask, and the next hop address. Now there are variations of that command. Alright, so if we back this up and do a question mark again, we can see that we've got interfaces that we can put in. So if we go the fast Ethernet option, we say it's out of 00, and then we can give it a metric or just leave it as. So there's different combinations you can do, and even if we use the address, if we do a question mark, we can also put the metric in. Now, when in doubt, use your question mark. It's a dynamic help function. It's there for a reason. Use it. Okay, that's where we're basically going to end the series on this video for the switching, routing, wireless essentials. It's basically all the main points for that module. The lab series will continue. I'll just start the enterprise routing module, so NSA, for the next video. But this is the key lab elements out of module 2 of Cisco's 3 courses. Until the next video, you have a good day. It's bye from me.